Ducati currently is the closest contender to Yamaha in the Constructors Championship, and 3 of their riders are in the top 5 in the Riders' Championship. However, many feel that none of them seem like legitimate challengers when it comes to championship leader Fabio Quartararo. Johann, Zarco and Pecco Bagnaia, who are 2nd and 3rd in the championship, are yet to win races in MotoGP, while Jack Miller, who has already won twice this year, sits 5th because of his high rate of attrition. Ducati General Manager Gigi Dall'Igna has now analysed this situation as reported by Moto Sprint. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Moto World, Ducati don't want to rely on single championship contender. Gigi began by explaining the core reason behind the lack of a clear team leader like Casey Stoner or Andrea Dovizioso in the past. Today's situation is the consequence of the fact that we dedicate the maximum effort to each of our riders. We didn't focus on just one rider, we tried to give several riders a chance. He then pointed out an advantage of such an approach. This leads to a subsequent consideration. The bike becomes the best because it is developed according to the indications of more competitive riders. Zarco's indications, for example, may also prove useful for Bagnaia. This is how you get a more balanced bike with which more riders can reach their full potential. He then admitted they are still looking for a challenger from their group of riders. It is clear that we are experiencing a phase in which we are looking for a rider capable of winning the title within our contingent. But if you ask me if it is better to have only one rider competing for the World Championship or to have more candidates, I believe that this second hypothesis is the best. He signed off by reiterating the need to have multiple strong riders among their ranks. More than looking for a rider who is able to fight for the World Championship every year, the ideal would be to have more riders who are really strong and be able to pursue the main objective. I am thinking of our current lineup, from the most experienced riders such as Zarco, Bagnaia and Miller to the rookies. Fast feed. Tonal Entertainment have confirmed that they will hold a press conference in the coming days where special emphasis will be given to the joint strategic project between Tonal Entertainment Sport and Media and VR46. It will be an evaluation of this exciting first sponsorship experience of 3 bikes in 2021 in both the MotoGP and Moto2 classes, along with the technical, logistical, communication and marketing aspects of a joint venture signed with VR46 for the next 5 years, from 2022 to 2026 in MotoGP, Moto2 and Moto3. Valentino Rossi's former manager Carlo Pennart feels that Vale's choice is in fact to keep the market paralysed. He added that if that's not the case, Maverick Vinales' chance in the VR46 team could really take on substance. Aprilia would then need to look at another rider or start approaching Andrea Dovizioso again. However, the current scenario is very confusing. Michele Pirro, Ducati's test rider, thinks that Valentino is smart, and Pirro sincerely would like him to come to Ducati to get some feedback. However, he pondered the possibility of Rossi doing 20 races among young people and at 43 years old. He also feels that it is necessary to make a statue of Rossi, because to be 42 years old with the desires he has and to put so much at stake, you have to have a lot of respect. But if he still wants to get into the game with a different bike, that's great. If he decides to retire, I want him to test the bike, Pirro concluded. Moto2 rider Marcel Schrotter has suggested that he is on the list of possible riders for Petronas Yamaha SRT. There has been a general contact in recent years, because they always are looking at what might be possible. As the last remaining German, Dorna would like to see him in MotoGP. Moto2 rider Marco Bezzecchi feels sorry for Massimo because he's cool. He was interested in me and made me a proposal with everything I could wish for. I was sorry because I was in a period when I didn't feel prepared, but you never know the future, Bezzecchi revealed. Which of the Ducati riders is most likely to give Fabio Quartararo the toughest challenge in the second half of 2021? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of MotoGP.